Hey y'all, it's Alec and Cindy. We are headed to, where are we headed today?
You still can't remember?
Going to Arches National Park. Cindy says bucket list.
Yes, 100%.
So I am just the cleanest person you know. Every time I turn around, I'm trying to clean something. I don't know if you can see all the dirt and crap on the windshield. But we're headed to Arches, and we're going to take y'all along. So far, the adventure's been epic. We're going to do Canyonlands tomorrow, so stay tuned. Look at that. I am living the dream here. This place is beautiful. Well, we made it to Arches finally. We're going to go in and see what we can get into. A couple of hikes we're going to do. I don't think one day is going to be enough, but we'll see.
We're going to see what we can see.
So I'm just asking for a friend. What keeps that from falling off onto the road below? All right, we finally got through the gate, and this is the little road going up the mountain. I thought, oh my gosh. So we just went and watched a movie at the visitor center. If we videotaped or shared with y'all everything that was beautiful in this park, it would be a 6-hour video. So we're not going to do that. We're going to show you some of the interesting stuff, but let's see what we can find. I'm just going to leave this running for a minute while we go up this hill. Is this not absolutely incredible, Cindy?
Well, and what's so cool is, like we learned about in the movie, that it's a forever changing landscape, just like Yellowstone. The weather, the wind, the rain has all formed and shaped this, and it continues to do so. And that the arches are forever forming and changing, and over time they break off and form new ones.
Change the view just a little bit to try to get the mount out of the view. We're almost to the top. I hope y'all are enjoying this. Leave a comment below if you've ever been to Arches, or if it's on your bucket list, and what you thought about it during your visit. I mean, the beauty just goes on and on and on. All right, let's go hiking, y'all. I'm sorry, I'm just amazed by the beauty. I am just loving this so much. I mean, we haven't even done anything yet. I mean, we are just literally driving in the entrance. I had to bring y'all back. And if you look as I go, look at the mountains. They're already getting some snow across the way. Hope that's visible in the camera. But just, I don't usually talk about religion on this channel. I don't want to offend people. I'm a believer, but from seeing all this beauty, how can you ever doubt there's a God? That our God made this beautiful place. Unbelievable. And look over at that, Cindy.
I know.
And the movie said, you see that ridge up there at the top to the right? That's where an arch used to be across, right there, and it is no longer. Oh, we should have turned in there. We got so much to see. So we are at our first overlook. This is La Sal Mountain Overlook. I'm just going to do a panoramic of everything. Let me go back. This right here It's very windy out here, but is this not epic? I mean, this is crazy. All right, we are headed up to see, this is called the Windows.
They said that this is where the most arches are in one spot, and it's the windows section of arches. And we were trying to get the camera on, so I don't know if you can see it, but there's a few archways that look like round windows. Hopefully when we round this bend, you'll be able to see some more.
But when we get to the viewpoint, definitely we'll get some video. But just the drives through this park is amazing.
Even if you were to just drive it, it would be worth it to take a day to do it. Right around this corner, you're going to be able to see the archway right over there where there's like a window.
Or almost.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Oh, I hope you can see it.
You can.
Oh my goodness, look at this right in front of us. Oh my gosh, that's incredible.
So when we were working up at Yellowstone, we would laugh at people trying to come in the park and do it like, okay, we got one day, what should we see? Okay, we got one day.
We're those silly people that think we can see it all in one day.
All right, let us get parked. We're gonna have a little lunch, and then there's a hiking. We're gonna go hike out. We'll bring you with us. All right, we made it to the overview. Cindy said she believes this is called the Doppels Arch.
Where the windows have formed.
Oh yeah.
And those rocks. And we've seen these people that are walking.
Yeah.
We've seen them in this big arch right here.
Let's walk up there and see. You excited?
I am so excited.
All right, so we're on the Double Arches hiking trail. It's maybe a half mile, but we're approaching the Double Arch. Isn't this just
a pretty flat trail?
This is just absolutely beautiful. Some sort of cave right there. But there is the entrance to the Double Arch. I turned around real quick. They call this the Parade of Elephants. If you see that center one, it looks like an elephant with a trunk. Here's we're almost up to the Double Arch now. Yeah. Cindy just pointed out, like they said, it's ever changing. If you can see right there, there's a little crack of blue where a new arch is forming, or a window. We've made it up to Double Arches. Absolutely incredible. And then right over there you can see the little bit of blue coming through where another window or arch is about to come through, but absolutely beautiful. So Cindy, what's your impressions of Arches National Park so far?
It's well worth the visit. This is incredible. Can you tell how tall this thing is? This is incredible.
All right, this next hike is not as flat. At least they've got stairs. This is going to the north and south arch, you said? Window. North and south window and turret arch. So.
And this from the lower parking area to the upper.
Yep. So when we get over there, we'll show it to you. So the hiking continues. Here's our current scenery. We're just surrounded. Speaking of beauty, Cindy, turn around. Surrounded by beauty. So this is the first arch we've come to on this trail. I think Cindy said they call this the window of time. I just want to show it all to y'all. So Cindy said that is the north and south window.
Vedi due archi anche da qui, Vedi? Da sotto come si vedeva. Sì.
Y'all, I know y'all are probably getting tired of hearing me say the same thing over and over, but I have never seen anything like this before. I know I keep saying it. Oh my God.
This is just a different vantage point. You really see how massive it is.
How far did they say this hike was? About a mile, mile and a half?
Something like that. And it hadn't been too bad.
Got to go around that still. This is the back side of the two windows that we just hiked around. I was going to tell y'all that Cindy hiked through that pass and down the hill.
We know that's a
But we know that's a lie. All right, we've made it back to the car. I'd say between the two hikes we did, 2.5 to 3 miles round trip. We did not film any on the last half of the last loop. The sign said primitive, and it was very primitive. And for those who don't know, a couple years ago, Cindy had a full hip replacement. And before we went to Yellowstone,
Glacier.
before we went to Glacier, so it was 2 years ago, Cindy was starting to hurt again, and she went to the doctor, and they say she needs another hip replacement on the other side.
But I don't hurt bad enough to have it done.
Cindy's got to be in a lot of pain. So it was all slick rock faces coming down off the other side. And Cindy, tell about the nice man that you met.
You know I won't be able to say it without getting emotional.
You will.
I overthink things now that I've had a hip replacement. I like to make sure I've got good footing and I can accomplish what I'm doing. I need to learn that when it says primitive or strenuous, that I may not be able to do it anymore. But I'm a little hard-headed, and so I try to do it anyway. I didn't have any trouble except for there was this one spot that
was slick up.
Well, it was high. You had to get your foot in just the right spots. You had to have your balance and lean forward to get up the rock. I start overthinking things, and then I start psyching myself out. Well, this kind husband and wife behind us, he could tell
he's a doctor from New England.
Hesitating to go up, and he could tell Alec had already gone up, and he was trying to coach me and help me get up the rock. He was at, the top of it and trying to tell me where to step and this and that. And the gentleman said, can I help you? Do you need me to do anything? And Alec, you know, explained to him about my hip, and he said, well, I'm right here behind you if you need me, which gave me the confidence to be able to get up this small incline. To most people, it would be a small incline.
So he
To
did
me,
his hands
it
like
was
this
a-
and pushed her butt.
He did not. But he was there to help me or support me if I needed it, which gave me the confidence to do so. So there still are, sorry, I told you I get emotional. There are still very kind, considerate people out there, and I greatly appreciate it because I needed that boost, that vote of confidence so I could do it, and I did it, and I'll probably do it again and need it all over again.
All right, we're headed to the next next turnout Cindy wants. We'll be back. So we are hiking up to where's Cindy? There you are. Come over.
Delicate Arch.
Delicate Arch, and this is the access point. It's like a 1 mile hike.
It's not access.
No, it's not access. The viewpoint. The access said that it was going to be pretty treacherous, not treacherous, but slick rocks, strenuous and steep climbs. So we chose to do just the viewpoint trail. So the upper. So it's about a mile. It's still uphill, but it doesn't say anything about being overly strenuous on Cindy's. This hike is still pretty steep. You can see it's up and away. What do you say, Cindy? Slow and steady?
Yep.
Slow and steady. We're about halfway up. I just wanted to let you see what the trail looked like that we were coming up. I switched cameras. Hopefully I can get this one to work. That's as close a view as I can get of the Delicate Arch.
Picnic area.
And the picnic area. Whoops. Got one. All right, let us figure out what to do. Cindy, what does it say about this hike? This might be the last one of the day. My piggas are getting tired. Devil's Garden.
Okay, there's several hikes here. There's a double O arch, which we're not going to do because it's difficult and it's 4.1 miles. But it looks like Landscape Arch is 1.9 miles. Not sure if that's one way or both ways.
Our luck, it's one way.
Moderately easy, some elevation gain, hard-packed surface, short side trips to Tunnel and Pine Tree Arches. So I think we're going to go try to do that.
All right, and then the other ones are like, oh, we could do Devil's Garden Trail, 7.8 miles, difficult.
No.
Take 3 quarts of water per person. So this is the trail to Landscape Arch. According to the little sign at the beginning, it is 1.9 miles. But that's round trip. Looks like we're going to do a total of maybe 5.5 miles today. It says there is some steep stairs down, right, to the arch.
I think so.
But thought you'd find this cool. Actually, Cindy said turn the camera on. I think they'd enjoy it. I keep forgetting to turn it on because I'm enjoying the whole experience. You doing okay back there?
Hush. Slow and steady.
Cindy just asked if I was filming. Coming up the top of a hill. I thought I'd show you down over the valley from our vantage point up here. Unbelievable. We're getting close. There's Landscape Arch up there. Sun's starting to set. It's been a long day. That's Landscape Arch. Cindy says she wants to go try to do Pine Tree Arch, and what was the other?
Tunnel.
And Tunnel Arch. So I guess we're not done hiking. But
That's on the way back though.
how pretty is that? We got a little bit further, see what we see at the end of the trail. All right, so we've decided to go on a side hike from the landscape, and this is Tunnel Arch and Pine Tree Arch that we're headed down to. So we'll be back in a minute. So I'm a little stumped. I don't know why they call it Pine Tree Arch, but it's absolutely beautiful. The sun is setting behind us, or behind the tunnel here, but this is Tunnel's Arch. I think this is the last hike of the day.
Yes. Look at that little cave over there.
And there's a cave over there. Let's see if I can get a little bit of zoom. There's a cave right there next to the archway.
This looks like a heart.
Let me see. Oh yeah. We'll call that Lover's Arch. It's not officially a thing. Or Lover's Cave. How about that? All right, we're gonna hike back to the car, let the phone charge a little bit, and then we'll close out this video. Well, I lied. I promise this is the last arch. On the way out, we saw the overlook here for Skyline Arch. Skyline Arch. Say that 3 times real fast. And I hiked up far enough to be able to see it, share it with y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed the day in the park. We're really leaving this time. We'll do our conclusion as we drive home.
That's some of the good stuff.
Cindy and I wanted to thank y'all for joining us and for watching to the end. I'm gonna flip the camera around so you can see something worth looking at, and we're gonna do our conclusion real quick. There, that's better looking than us. Well, than me. But so we got here, we had an 11 o'clock reservation. That's one thing about coming to
Arches.
Thank you, I can't remember where we are. To Arches is you do have to make a reservation. You can only make it the day before at 6 p.m. So
No, you can make it prior to that, but it has to be way prior.
oh,
And they hold on, once those tickets are sold out, they hold so many that at 6 p.m. the day before, they open it up and you can reserve those.
whatever's left. So we did not have a
Ticket because we
2 days
decided-
ago we didn't know we were going to be here. We were just trucking down I-70 and whoops, we're in Arches. But so Cindy set an alarm at 6 o'clock. Let me tell you, do some advanced stuff first. We didn't know you had to make an account. You had to give your firstborn. There was a bunch of stuff you had to do. So it was really like at 6:20. So that was a phone call coming in. Sorry about that. So we didn't get everything done till 6:20. We were able to make an appointment or a reservation for 11 a.m. And so that was good. So we got here at 10:30. Takes about a half an hour to get through the to the gate because of the line. We actually got in 9 minutes early, and we're leaving now at 5:30. So that's what, 6.5 hours that 6.5 hours that we were in the park. You can actually do, if you don't want to do a whole bunch of hiking, we went on
several hikes.
Several hikes.
There were
and side hikes.
There were plenty more to go on, but we hit the highlights of the things we wanted to see and do. Would it have been better if we had more time and could make this a 2-day trip?
Yes.
It would have been. So I would say at the minimum 2 days.
Yeah.
To see this park.
Now we're in Yellowstone. You need 4 days for Yellowstone. You can do Tetons in 2 days. And we weren't really back into YouTube yet when we did Tetons or Yellowstone, or even when we were in Glacier. So we're glad to be back on YouTube. We're glad you made it to the end. Please subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Go back and see all our other wonderful videos. If you like the video, hit thumbs up. We are Amazon affiliates, not begging for money or anything. But if you already buy from Amazon, we've got a link down below in the description. Doesn't cost you anything. We get a 1% or a 0.5% of whatever. So if you want to help us with gas money, go to Amazon, use our link. If you don't, I'm glad you enjoyed the video. Until our next trip, which tomorrow,
we're going to Canyonland.
We're going to Canyonland. So we will see you down the road.